Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be looking at Star Wars The Black Series, Starkiller from Star Wars The Force Unleashed video game. This is obviously a standard single release of this figure that was previously before this released in that deluxe exclusive 3-pack where it came with 2 stormtroopers and a bunch of all kinds of different accessories. I said it in my whole video when I got this figure. The reason why I decided to wait for this regular single release was the price. Here in Europe that 3-pack was just too expensive. It was around 130 or 140 euros and it was just a no-no for me. And it was great that at the same time we knew that there will be a single release of that figure, so I decided to wait. I knew that we won't be getting almost any of those accessories in this set, but I was fine with that. As you can see, what we get here is only that one lightsaber with a red blade, and in my opinion they gave us the best looking head sculpt out of the 3 that were included in that deluxe set, so I'm satisfied with that. But before we look at the figure, let's first take a look at the packaging. Here is the front of the box. We see the figure inside with that already mentioned lightsaber, and one difference between this packaging and all the other ones is that here above this Hasbro logo we have this Legends sign. I'm not sure what that is and why is this specific to this release, why not to some of the others. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to point that out that it is here. On the side of the box we have a nice image of Starkiller, and this is a beautiful illustration. Here above we can see all the clones and Darth Vader's shadow on the ground, a nice throwback to the scene from the game. On the back of the box we see that same illustration, Force Unleashed logo down here, a short bio, and we can see that Starkiller is number 26 in the gaming grade subline of the Black Series. Nothing special on the other side, nothing at the top, legalese at the bottom. So now let's open up the box and let's take a look at the figure. So here is our Starkiller out of the box, and I have to say that I really love the way that this figure turned out. The proportions look good, the silhouette is nice, he looks kind of slim but tall, he has a lot of belts, that's for sure. I like the asymmetry between the 2 arms. I love the fact that this one has a full sleeve and this one doesn't, so that immediately makes this figure look even more interesting. But now let's take a closer look at Starkiller. Hasbro did a great job on this head sculpt. I feel like the likeness is there, and for such a small figure, this is 6-inch, I think that they really did a nice job with sculpting, and even that photoreal face printing is really nice on this guy. You can see that the finish is not too shiny, it's more matte, it's more toned down. The hair is also done nicely. There isn't much sculpt on it because it is a short hair. We get a little bit of sculpted texture, but most of the job is done with paint. His mouth are closed, but he does look angry. The eyes are nicely done and the mouth as well. And then we have this overlay armor piece that has these 2 straps that go underneath his arms and they connect here in the back. There is a gap here in this middle seam on the armor. I'm not sure if this is how it should be or should it be connected fully. So maybe this is a kind of a mistake, a defect on my figure, but doesn't bother me too much because it's on the back. Nicely sculpted wrinkles on his shirt, on the sleeves as well. We get his gauntlet and all of these straps that go around his lower arms. The gloves look good as well with open fingers. The other arm where the sleeve is torn, we have some more straps here and around the wrist as well, and you can see that the 2 hands are sculpted in 2 different positions, 2 different shapes, so that is great. This is a nice touch that we usually don't see that often on Black Series figures. We have a blood effect here on the inner side of his left arm. The application is really nice. It does look good. It looks even better in person. A little bit of blood effect here on his right shoulder as well. We can see that the sleeve is torn. There are a few of these damage marks on the sleeve, and that is great. As I said, he has a lot of belts. All of these are going across each other. We have a nicely painted buckle. I'm guessing that this painted ring here should be a place where he attaches his lightsaber hilt in the game, but for the figure it doesn't work like that, because here is the peg hole for the lightsaber hilt. But then when we turn the figure around, we find even more peg holes. Look at this, 4 more peg holes on the back. It's nice to have options, so you can peg the hilt wherever you want on the belt. And then we have this kama skirt piece that is made of a soft and really thin plastic. It goes out of the way. It is sculpted like it is torn on both sides, and you can see that there is a little bit of different paint applied on this part of the figure, so that it fades from dark green to a kind of gray black paint. We can see the same 2 tones across the figure as well, and then on the pants as well. This is a fully new sculpted body, so there are no pins. We have a lot of these wrinkles. The way that it's sculpted is that these baggy pants are hiding the joint where the knee bends, so that's a nice design choice. And then there are more straps going around his lower legs, and the boots are nicely sculpted. Here is a loose hanging strap, so that's a nice detail, and that's something that we don't have on the other leg. So yeah, all in all, Hasbro really did a great job on this one. It's a beautiful sculpt. Paint application is great as well. We have some of these blood effects, and overall I'm really satisfied with this release. Let's now take a look at his accessories, and as we saw, he comes only with one accessory, that being his lightsaber. Now the sculpt of the lightsaber is really nice. The hilt looks good. It's painted metallic silver, and then we have also a few black painted pieces on it. And then the opening on the hilt is also sculpted, so we can see a little bit of detail there. We get a red blade that is removable, and the hilt can be pegged like this on the side, or as we saw before, you can peg it in each one of these other peg holes, as you see. Let's now take a look at his articulation. The head is on a ball joint, and it does have a nice range of movement. He can look down this much, up this much. The head can tilt side to side and rotate 360. We have a nice butterfly joint. Arms rotate 360. They go out this much. We get swivel in the elbow, and the elbow bends this much. Hands are on hinges, and they both have the up and down hinge. This is his right elbow, and this is his left elbow. As you can see, this one gives you a better range because we don't have a sleeve here. For the torso, there is a cut here behind the belt, and that gives us side to side movement. There is a little bit of tilt. He crunches forward this much, back just a little bit. There is no tie cut, but we do get a little bit of swivel. Legs go out all the way. They move forward this much, back this much. We have a swivel in the knee, and the knee bends this much. Feet move forward just a little bit. Back is much better. We have a nice ankle pivot and peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Let's now compare Starkiller with some other figures. Here he is with the Black Series A New Hope Darth Vader and the Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper. Here he is with the Black Series Darth Malgus and the Black Series Purge Trooper. Here he is with the Black Series Darth Malak and the Black Series Bastila Shan. And finally, here he is with the Black Series Cal Kestis from Jedi Survivor and the Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So all in all, this is a great release by Hasbro. I'm extremely satisfied with this figure. Because of the price, I'm actually satisfied that I waited for this single release, even though, as I said, you get a lot more stuff with that deluxe 3-pack, but that's to be expected because of the price. I love the way that this figure turned out. The sculpt looks beautiful, the head especially, the likeness to the character, the likeness to the actor is on point. The lightsaber hilt looks looks great to me. I'm glad that they sculpted his two hands in two different ways, so that gives us much more options for dynamic posing, and that's always great. The articulation is good. Maybe those thigh swivels could give him a bit more range in the legs, but as it is, this figure is still amazing. It's a strong recommendation on my part, but now I would really like to hear you guys. What do you think about this single release in comparison to the deluxe one? Do you have this figure, and which version did you decide to get? Do you maybe have both of them? Because there are a lot of accessories which you can use on both figures. They give you more display options for your shelf. Let me know what you did for your collection. Special thank you goes out to my supporters on Patreon. You guys are really helping me to continue to make all of these videos for my channel, so thank you. Stay tuned for a posing video for this guy. It will be on the channel soon. And of course, to all of you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next video.